Hi guys, I'm John Bro, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, finally, once again, after what's been like a bajillion eternities. But, in reality, it's been more like a few weeks, but still, it's felt like a very long time, because I've had schoolwork to finish up, I've been finishing my junior year of high school, and I've had a wedding to go to, my sister's wedding. This is the third of my siblings' weddings that I've gone to in the past 2 years. So, yeah, busy times and not fun times and happy fun, super fun time, and my nose is still stuffy, even after all these weeks. But yes, so in this part we are going to either dance with an Indian tribe of parrots, or we are going to resurrect a dead bird under a weather vane. Both of those options sound equally ridiculous, but the latter is the one that we are going to accomplish today. Yes. So yeah, here's the dead bird, and we're just gonna play our wonderful song of death to bring this bird to undeath. And he will undie, and we will all be happy. Oh no, creepy music. It's the smoke monster from Lost. A show that I have still not seen and probably never will, but I might. I don't know. And he looks like he has a mustache and he's holding a breadstick. That's just what it looks like to me. He's an Italian rooster. Wow! The capitalized rooster has recovered! He seems very friendly. I guess. Oh, he does look friendly. He's hopping and he's happy to see us. Aww. He's such a cute bird. I like this bird. I'm gonna name him Whiskers. He shall be Whiskers the bird. And I'm only saying that because I did a school project at some point near the beginning of the year where we had I don't exactly remember what the project was. It was like some sort of spontaneous presentation, and so it involved cats. And I decided to name the cat Feathers, so naming a bird Whiskers just seems appropriate. So we're gonna fly up into the air, and he's gonna follow us, because this is a loyal bird. This is a loyal rooster. He's the best of all the roosters in the world. And little might you know that even though he is just hopping around and he's not really flying behind us, he can be picked up and he can fly us around, and is the coolest thing in the entire game. Really, I think that this is probably one of my favorite parts of this entire game. This is a great game, and this is like one of the high points of the game. You can fly around as long as you want, as long as you don't go off the screen, because you can't go off the screen with the bird. So that's a little bit of a downer, but it's still awesome. I will not be turning this chicken into Chick-fil-A anytime soon. We've gone to so many Chick-fil-A's recently on our trip. We went to one in, what was it, Buford, Georgia? That was a very nice one. The going is much of it. Thank you for that, owl. There's a reason the first two letters in your name spell ow. Because you're a pain to listen to. You are a pain in the pancreas. Or some other body part that could start with P. Actually, more logically, you would say, like, posteriority. That's one more pain in my posteriority. Also, do you know what's, kind of bugs me about the, like, the whole not wrong song. The Wart song. The one that you get from Wart. Like, you use this song to resurrect a dead bird, and yet any other skeleton that you see in the game, like this one that's in this cave, play the song here and nothing happens. Like, I don't know, that just seems like a weird inconsistency to me, that they would have one skeleton in the game be resurrected by this song, and then none of the other ones ever... Wow, what a weird... None of the other ones in the game, you know, rise up from the dead. I don't know, it just seems like, you know, the Ballad of the Windfish, not only is it the most important song in the game, as we're going to discover later, but, you know, you can use it in dungeons to defeat Pole's voices, which are the little hopping bunny hood things. And then, the Manbo's Mambo, or did I say that right? Yeah, okay. The Manbo's Mambo, you can use that in a dungeon to warp back to the beginning of the dungeon, and you can warp it, or warp outside of the dungeon to go back to Crazy Tracy's place. And see, those are both useful outside of just, you know, using them once in the game, but the third song, the Wart song, you don't use it ever again, and it's just weird. But it's something. So let's go. What the heck? I am the only Luigi in this game, sir. I'm the only one. Wow, amazing. That rooster is actually flying. It's just like I said, eh? Have you tried to hold him? Yes, I have. Well, what is it? What is that quote in Super Mario Galaxy whenever you're playing through the game as Luigi and then you see Luigi for the first time in his mansion or whatever? He says something interesting like, well, I guess there's enough room in this galaxy for another person to look just like me. So I guess that's what is applicable here, except that Luigi and this Luigi look nothing alike. But still, that's what I'm gonna go with. So this looks like a rather precarious gap for us to fly across with our companion, Whiskers. Whiskers, the bird of justice. He is the most accomplished bird, and we use this bird to get the bird key, I think. Yes, the bird key. I actually guessed the name. I didn't know what the name was. So that goes to show how creatively everything in this game is named. Face Shrine. Sheesh. I'm still not going to get over that. Okay, so yeah. And I don't think that there's anything to the left. The left is just a room that shows you how to get to the other room, so I'm not going to bother with that. That's entirely pointless. Pointless, just like an unsharpened pencil. I think I want to go also to the left. I really have not practiced this whatsoever, so I'm just going on a whim. Yeah, I'm just going off of my memory from what I've done of this game, playing on my trip, like playing through the deluxe version of the game on my 3DS, and I've been mostly trying to find things like how to get the random camera pictures. I will go back and show those in a bonus episode whenever I re-record most of the game, I guess, in the color version and such, and it's gonna be good, but it probably won't be good at all. And I'm probably not even going close to the right direction, but I'm still curious as to what's up here, so let's go. I do not want to get hit by giant boulders. This would normally kill a person, but Luigi is a strong person. He is the strongest of elves. Okay, Moldorms. You know what, on second thought, I really don't want to bother with all this. This is just, yep, this is seeming less and less fun by the moment. Okay, let's just bomb this wall. Let's wall this bomb. And hopefully not burn our chicken in the process. Like processed chicken. Oh, we can definitely not go that way yet. We need to go through the next dungeon first. And the next dungeon, by the way, I think it has my favorite name of all the dungeons in the game. The next two dungeon names are Eagle's Tower and Turtle Rock. So that's kind of stolen from Link to the Past, but still. I just love the name Eagle's Tower for some reason. I like towers in games. Like, I think some people don't really enjoy the idea of just constantly going higher and higher up in a game whenever you're in a level like a tower or something, but I do. I don't know, I just like that feeling of altitude, like, whenever you're going high up on a mountain in this game or whatever, it's just fun. I like it. For some reason, it just has this greater sense of urgency, power. I don't really know. I just like it. Also, have you noticed that like all the Professor Layton games up to this point have ended with some tall tower collapsing, basically? Because I have. Well, sort of. I didn't really notice that. Someone else did, and then I was just like, hey, you're right. Okay, I'm not gonna... I haven't shown this off yet, so I'm gonna use the Bambo to go to Crazy Tracy's place. Crazy Tracy's place. That's a lot of A's. A lot of A sounds. And... do I already have her elixir soup? Yes, I do. Except it's not really elixir soup, because she is not our grandmother, and this is not Wind Waker. If she was our grandmother, that would probably be very problematic. That would be, there would probably be some paradox in the world, and we would all die. And it would be a good time. Okay, so that was a complete waste of time. No, I'm sorry, Whiskers. I enjoy you, but, please do not get in my way. If you were a cat, this would be okay, but you are not a cat, you are a rooster. Okay. Actually, I think that project that I mentioned before, whenever I had Feathers the cat, that did involve throwing cats. As strange as that sounds. I like doing strange things for school projects, as indicated by yogurt lumps. Goodness. And as it turned out, that didn't even end up being a project. Whenever I was doing the whole yogurt lumps commercial thing that took like 3 hours, whenever I finished it and I turned it in the next day, apparently he never actually assigned that project, so I just did it for nothing. Because we were going to do a commercial project, or at least some kind of advertisement in the class, but then everyone, I guess, didn't want to do it, because so much else was going on, and we had so many tests and things. And then he just called it off, and we went to a nearby restaurant instead that day. Which was still cool, but I was like, come on, man! Come on! Also, I kind of like how whenever you're over the water, Whiskers just kind of floats above it. It kind of reminds me of E102 and Sonic Adventure, whenever, you know, you're playing as E102, the robot, and because he's a robot and he can't touch the water, he floats over it. I don't know, it's just cool to me. Because you can't do that with any other video game character out there. Like, Sonic doesn't just float over the water whenever he doesn't want to touch it, because he can't float. That would solve a lot of world problems, first world problems for Sonic, if he could float. He should just learn from Tails. Like, there's no physical way that Tails should be able to fly, just fly around, because he has 2 tails. It doesn't make any sense. Since when have video games ever made sense, though? But still, he has foxtails. Foxtails, even if you have 2 of them, does not equal flight. That is not the same thing, not even close. Okay, this is kind of another little thing that I'm slightly disappointed by with this game, is that... Could you buzz off, buddy butter? Okay, yeah, thank you. But another thing that I'm kind of disappointed by is that you can't fly across this gap with your feathered friend here. If I can pick him up. Yeah, you can't fly across because this is a cliffside, and because you can't go off cliff sides, you can't just fly across this big gap. You have to use the grappling hook, shot hook, mouse, claw shot, and I don't know. I mean, you should be able to fly anywhere if you have a creature that can fly you anywhere, right? But oh well. So we've scaled the mountain, and we have to scale even higher in this bird's eagle's tower land of happiness. As the bird's eyes flash, kind of looks like a bat actually, and then oh, it's rotating even though it looks like a flat building, and it's totally not round, not even close, because it's right up, pushed up next to the cliff, but it somehow makes perfect sense, and we're just gonna go right in. And now our feathered friend is gone forever. See, oh wait, no he's not! Oh, he's still happy. He's still happy and hopping. He's not hopping mad, he's hopping happy. Yeah! So thank you all for watching, and we will go to we are going to be eagerly going to Eagle's Tower in the next part, I guess. Oh, that was awful. Okay. Cream soda.